Don't take this out of context. Of course, a victim needs to come forward. I would not wish upon anybody, like anybody that comes through with abuse that tells their story. Like that's so hard and so important because there's going to be people like me who say, why'd you wait so long? Or I'm just being honest with you. Or why did you put yourself in that situation? Or. Now, the only thing that really bothered me about the Vince McMahon situation is some of the people defending the victim, they're saying, well, she was always drugged. She was always doped up. They handed out somas back in the locker room like they were candy. Well, then you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everything that happened to you, horrific, never should have happened. But like, let's learn for guys and girls and the young people out there, like, don't put yourself in situations where you're going to get hurt. Like when I'm at a show, this is how I drink my stuff. Nobody's handing me any open drinks. I'm not going to have anybody slip in some shit and do whatever they want to do to me. Like, we know that now. If you go to somebody's hotel, first off, don't go to somebody's hotel room. When somebody's like, oh, well, do you want to have a meeting with me? I'm like, okay, sure. Where? Well, do you want to come up to my hotel room? My answer is no. Meet me in the lobby and show me some respect. I'm not your dick and I'm not doing blah, blah, blah. I just lay it out. I make a little joke about it, but I'm really like, boom, serious. I don't flirt. I don't. And then if I did happen to be like, I'm like, oh, well, my room's right there. That's been happened before. We've been walking. They're like, oh, my hotel's right here. Let me get something. It's like, oh, do you want it? Like, I'm not going to like meet somebody at their room in a robe. Or if somebody starts to get out of line or like going down that road of like, I put my brakes on. So I wasn't there. I don't know her story. It's horrific, but I do know if I was going to be working around a bunch of like entertainers, sports, athletes, men, people, whatever, humans, I probably wouldn't be yeah, I probably wouldn't be in a place where I would be out of control of myself because you don't know what's going to happen. So that never gets addressed in all of this mix. Yes, we want justice for a victim. Would hate all of the stuff is awful that you hear about, but like it's Vince McMahon. You don't think like a bunch of shit like that happens all the time. You don't think like that stuff happens in lots of jobs and in sports entertainment and in everything. And in our US military, it happens in everything. My point is I always look at it and think like, what could I have done to prevent that? I'm a big preventative person.
The one thing I say is that people like say he's more protected uh because of how rich and famous he is. Like I just don't think we hear about it from like Burger King managers because nobody cares. I don't
True.
think they're necessarily more protected. If anything, if it comes out, it becomes a massive news story.